Okay, I think we should start. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So moving ahead in partial differentiation, uh, let us introduce the notion of homogeneous function. So if you look at the definition of homogeneous function, you can see that a function f of x1, x2, xn is said to be homogeneous if you replace the variables x1, x2, xn by tx1, tx2, txn, and if you are able to take power of t common throughout the function. Okay, if you are able to take power of t common throughout the function, then that function is called as homogeneous, and that power k is called as the degree of that homogeneous function. See, up till now you have studied homogeneous polynomials. Okay, so homogeneous polynomials means x raised to 4 plus x square y square plus y raised to 4 plus x cube y. This is homogeneous polynomial, right? And its degree is 4, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to see homogeneous functions, which includes homogeneous polynomial as well as homogeneous functions. Okay, so there are two definitions. uh, you can apply whatever you want, okay, or whichever you like. So the function f of x1, x2, xn is said to be homogeneous if you replace x1, x2, xn by tx1, tx2, txn, and you are able to take power of t common, and remaining thing is your original function, then that function is called as homogeneous, and that power k is called as degree of that homogeneous function. Okay, in other way, f of xy is homogeneous if uh, you can take x raised to n throughout the function, and the remaining function is function of y by x. Okay, remaining function is function of y by x, and this n is called as degree of that homogeneous function. Similarly, if you are able to take y ki power common throughout the function, and remaining function is function of x upon y, then that function is called as homogeneous function of degree n. Okay, so if you look at example, so f of xy is homogeneous of degree 2. Okay, how will you check that? Replace x by tx, y by ty. Okay, so here it will be t square x square sine of tx upon ty. Okay, so this tt gets cancelled inside the bracket, and you have outside t square into x square sine of x upon y. Are you getting? Therefore its degree is 2. Is the first example clear?
Sir, can you repeat,
Yes.
please?
I am saying that this is homogeneous function of degree 2. Okay, and how do you check that? Replace x by tx, y by ty. Okay, so what will happen? Here it will be t square x square sine of tx upon ty. So tt gets cancelled inside this bracket, So this whole thing will be t square x square sine of x upon y, which is same as t key some power original function f of x1 x2 or f of xy. Therefore, this is homogeneous of degree 2. Fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Others? Any doubt in first example?
No,
Because
sir.
we are going
No,
to
sir.
state Euler's theorem.
No, sir.
All right. So second example, this is a polynomial which you have already seen. X cube plus xy square plus y cube is homogeneous. And what is its degree? If you replace x and y by tx ty, what will be power of t which will come out?
3.
3. Okay. So this is homogeneous of degree 3. Then third example, x cube plus y cube upon x square plus y square. Is this homogeneous?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what is its degree?
1.
Degree is 1 because you will have t cube in numerator and t square in denominator. So t cube upon t square, that will become t. So t ki power 1. So 1 is the degree of this homogeneous function. Fine? Fine?
Sir.
Okay. Now if you look at this fourth example, it is sine of x cube plus y cube upon x square plus y square. What do you think about this?
So t cannot be brought out of the function, so it is not homogeneous.
Yeah. Understood? Others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody? Because
Yes, sir.
finding degree of homogeneous function is very much important, because all Euler's theorem which we are going to state afterwards are based on degree of homogeneous function. Okay. So in fourth example, you can check that sine of x cube plus y cube upon x square plus y square is not homogeneous, because if you replace x and y by tx ty, you will have t cube here in numerator and t cube here in denominator, t square in denominator. So you can't take that power of t outside this function sign. Okay, because my definition says that power of t should be out of the function. Okay, t raised to k and then that original function. Here power of t is there, but it is inside the function. Okay, so therefore this is not homogeneous. Therefore this fourth example is not homogeneous. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I replace this x cube plus y cube by x square minus y square, what can you say about that function?
Yes, sir. That is homogeneous.
That will be homogeneous. Good. Okay. And what will be its degree?
0.
0.
0. Yes. Good. Because you can write this as t raised to 0 sine of x square minus y square upon x square plus y square. Please understand this. Okay. So such functions are homogeneous if and only if this degree of numerator and degree of denominators are same inside that function. Okay, then and only then such functions will be homogeneous. All right, fine. Please note down this. And write down that example as fifth example. f of xy is equal to, say, cos of x square minus y square upon x square plus y square is homogeneous of degree 0. Write it as fifth example. Is x square plus 1 homogeneous?
No.
Okay. Others, please respond. X square plus 1 homogeneous?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
And what is reason?
Because the degree doesn't remain 2 throughout.
Sir.
1 is a constant.
Okay. So one thing you can observe, whenever there is a constant in polynomial, okay, constant in addition to the polynomial, it won't be homogeneous, isn't it? Yes.
Your voice is breaking.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whenever there is a constant in polynomial, okay, additional constant in polynomial, it won't be homogeneous, like x cube y cube plus 1 or x cube y cube minus 5. So such polynomials won't be homogeneous. That's what I was saying. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Noted? Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, please write down the fifth example. F of xy is equal to some function cos of x square minus y square upon x square plus y square is homogeneous of degree 0. Okay, that is very much important, because such questions can be asked in that MCQ. All right. So here is the main theorem of this particular unit, partial differentiation, and there are deductions out of it. So if z is homogeneous function of x and y, if z is homogeneous function of x and y, and degree of that homogeneous function is n, then value of this expression x dabba z by dabba x plus y dabba z by dabba y is equal to nz. Okay, x dabba z by dabba x plus y dabba z by dabba y is equal to nz. Okay, we are not going to see the proof, but you can understand that without calculating this partial derivative actually, okay, you can get value of this expression. The only thing you need to find is degree of that function. Okay, you need to find n properly, then value of this expression directly you can write as n into that function, okay, without calculating actual partial derivative. Are you getting? So such questions can be asked in exam. Most of you people are calculating this dabba z by dabba x and dabba z by dabba y, okay, which is not expected. It is expected that you should apply Euler's theorem and the deductions which we are going to see. All right, are you getting? Is the statement clear?
1 minute, sir. I have to
Yes,
write
sir.
this.
Yeah, you can write, but the statement is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you explain once more, please?
Okay, fine. So if I ask you, find x into dabba z by dabba x plus y into dabba z by dabba y, where my z function is sine inverse x upon y. where z is equal to sine inverse x upon y. Can anybody answer this?
Could you please repeat your question?
Find x into dabba z by dabba x plus y into dabba z by dabba y, where z is equal to sine inverse x upon y. Sine inverse into bracket x upon y.
Sir, is it 1?
Anybody else?
Sir, 0.
Sine inverse x upon y.
Sine inverse into bracket x upon y.
No.
I got 1.
You got 1. Okay.
Sir, 0.
0. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, I'm not sure of the question. I don't know if the voice is breaking at my end but I'm not able to hear you properly.
Oh, okay. I repeat. Find x into dabba z by dabba x plus y into dabba z by dabba y, where z is equal to sine inverse x upon y. Okay, sine inverse into bracket x upon y. Is it clear to you
So
now?
then it will only be sine inverse x upon y.
Are you sure?
Because degree is 1, right? Sorry, degree is 0, right? The answer should be 0, sorry.
Yeah, good. Okay. So what I'll have to check? I'll have to check whether z is homogeneous or not. And second question is, if it is homogeneous, then what is its degree? Okay, then I will apply this Euler's theorem. Okay, now is sine inverse x upon y homogeneous?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because if you replace x and y by tx ty, that t will get cancelled. So you can write that function as t raised to 0 sine inverse x upon y, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So therefore, z is equal to sine inverse x upon y is homogeneous function of degree 0. Therefore, by Euler's theorem, x into dabba z by dabba x plus y into dabba z by dabba y is equal to 0 times z, which is nothing but 0. Okay. So without calculating these two partial derivatives, we have got the answer as 0. Do you understood what I was saying?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now write down second question. Find x into dabba z by dabba x plus y into dabba z by dabba y, where z is equal to x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4, x raised to 4 plus y
Sir,
raised
your
to
voice is breaking.
Is it the case with everyone?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I request you to check connections at your end.
Okay, sir, I will check at my end only.
Yeah. So I repeat the question. Find x dabba z by dabba x plus y dabba z by dabba y, where z is equal to x raised to 4 plus y raised to 4, whole thing divided by x square minus y square. You got
T
the
square
question?
into Z.
So divided by
2 into Z.
Yes, sir. 2
Yes,
into
sir.
Z.
2Z.
2
2Z.
2z. Okay. So answer is 2z. 2 into that function, that whole function. You should not write only z. You should write that whole function. Okay, in exam. Okay. So just understand that we are not going to mention or specify using Euler's theorem find this. Okay. You should understand that you will have to use Euler's theorem there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll not go to proof of this thing because it is only using definition of homogeneous function. They are calculating dabba z by dabba x, dabba z by dabba y, and putting it here, and at the end they are getting n out. Okay, so that's the idea, and which is not required actually. Proof is not required. We are very much interested in its application. So you can generalize that theorem. Somebody has unmuted. Please mute yourself. So what I was saying is you can generalize Euler's theorem for n number of variables. So in case of 3 variable, if f is function of x, y, z and its degree is n, then x into dabba f by dabba x plus y into dabba f by dabba y plus z into dabba f by dabba z, value of this expression is n into f. Okay, the statement is same, just it is for 3 variable, and you can actually write down this statement for n variable function. Okay, so have you noted the theorem, previous theorem and this theorem? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Now as I said, this n can be any number. It can be positive number, negative number, or 0. Okay, not only integers, it can be a rational number. Okay, it can be irrational as well. So n can be anything in case of Euler's theorem. Okay, and the operator x dabba by dabba x plus y dabba by dabba y is called as differential operator, which operates on the function f, or the whatever name you are taking for that function. Okay, in earlier case it was z, and here we are denoting function by f. So this is differential operator. Okay, actually partial differential operator. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Noted. Can I check?
Sir, 1 minute. We are noting it down.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Fine.
Sir, wait a minute, please, sir. Last line.
All right. All right.
1 minute, sir. I have to copy it.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I have done.
By the time, let us just discuss one problem. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. Is this homogeneous?
Can you repeat?
U is equal to sine inverse into bracket x square plus y square.
Yes, sir. It is homogeneous.
So if we equate it to some other variable and then write sine inverse x square plus y square is equal to f, then x square plus y square, we can take t square common from there. Sine f will be x square plus y square, so then we can take t square common. Is that considered correct?
So question is it my original function then?
No, so
No.
No.
Okay. So what you said is correct. That will become homogeneous, but the original function
not
is not
necessarily.
homogeneous. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll explain. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square is not homogeneous because that power of t is inside the function sine inverse. Okay, if you replace x and y by tx ty, that t square will be inside the sine inverse, isn't it? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, so therefore u is equal to sine inverse of x square plus y square is not homogeneous. But if I take this sine inverse to left hand side, that will become sine u. So sine u is equal to x square plus y square, right? Sine u is equal to x square plus y square. Now, is sine u homogeneous? Yes. Is sine u homogeneous?
Yes, sir.
And what is its degree?
2.
2. Degree is 2. So this is one important point to note. Okay, because in some cases function is not homogeneous, but from that function you will get another function which is homogeneous. That is point to be noted. Okay, sometime the given function is not homogeneous, but from that function you can get another function which is homogeneous. Do you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us go ahead now. So first corollary of Euler theorem is about second order partial derivative. So statement is if f of xy is homogeneous function of degree n, then value of this expression x square dabba 2z upon dabba x2 plus 2xy dabba 2z upon dabba x dabba y plus y square dabba 2z dabba y2 is equal to n into n minus 1 into z. Okay, n into n minus 1 into z. Okay, I repeat, you are not going to calculate these partial derivatives actually. Okay, in tutorial or in exam also. You should understand that function is too much complicated and you will have to apply Euler's theorem ka deduction or corollary. Okay, statement
Yes,
is
sir.
clear.
Yes.
So if I ask you, say u is equal to x cube plus y cube. u is equal to x cube plus y cube, and question is find x square dabba 2u by dabba x2 plus 2xy dabba 2u by dabba x dabba y plus y square dabba 2u by dabba y2. Can you find it?
6 into bracket x cube plus y cube.
Right. Okay. 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 3 into 2, 6 into the function u. Okay. Others? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please
Yes, sir.
yeah, please understand that I have not calculated partial derivatives, and you should also do the same. All right, so this is first corollary. And second, so z is homogeneous function of degree n, where z is equal to f of u. Okay. Now, what is this case? U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. Okay. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. Okay. So U is not homogeneous. Right? So while writing this corollary 2, you start with given u of xy non-homogeneous function. Write down corollary 2. Don't write as it is. There has to be one statement. Given function u of xy is non-homogeneous, but z is equal to f of u, z is equal to f of u is homogeneous of degree n, is homogeneous of degree n, then x into w by w x plus y into w by w y is equal to n into f of u upon f dash u. Have you copied whatever I said?
Sir, could you repeat that?
Okay. Given function u of xy is non-homogeneous, given function u of xy is non-homogeneous, then
Yes, sir.
but z is equal to f of u, z is equal to f of u is homogeneous of degree n, is homogeneous of degree n, then x into w by w x plus y into w by w y is equal to n into f of u upon f dash u. I'll explain this with some example, or with same example which we are discussing. Have you copied? Can I explain one example?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the same example, u is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. Okay, write down. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. And question is, find x w by w x plus y w by w y. X into w by w x plus y into w by w y. Okay. Now, obviously, you can't apply Euler theorem. What is reason? What is reason?
So because U is not homogeneous.
Because
U is not a homogeneous.
good. U is not homogeneous. So you need to look at its corollary, okay, or deduction. So U is not homogeneous. Now, is there any function f of U which is homogeneous from a given function?
Yes. X square
Z.
plus y square.
Sin u is equal
Okay,
to
and
x plus y.
sine U is homogeneous and sine U is equal to x square plus y square. So what is degree of sine U? What is degree of sine U?
2.
2.
Okay.
2.
So therefore, value of x w by w x plus y w by w y is equal to 2 into sine u upon cos u, because derivative of sine u is cos u. So this is 2 times tan u. You got my point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay. So I hope you have noted it down. Obviously, there are examples on next slides. Can you go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, corollary 3, again case is same. Given function u of xy is non-homogeneous. Please write down. Given function u of xy is non-homogeneous, but z is equal to f of u. Z is equal to f of u is homogeneous of degree n. Is homogeneous of degree n, then value of x square dabba 2u by dabba x2 plus y square dabba 2u by dabba y2 plus 2xy dabba 2u by dabba x dabba y is equal to g of u into g dash u or g prime u minus 1, where g of u is n into f of u upon f dash u. Okay. Now again I will explain this using that same example. Just note it down.
So instead of dabba, if you use the delta symbol, is it okay? Or the triangle?
No. That will be limiting case. Have you copied the statement?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah. Please note that given function u of xy is non-homogeneous. Okay. Corollary 2 and corollary 3 is applicable where u of xy is non-homogeneous.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the right hand side of the statement, why is it gu into g dash u minus 1? Whereas before we had n into n minus 1.
Yeah, but okay, good. At least you are noting it down. What was the statement? Here, z is equal to that function is homogeneous,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Now, what am I saying? And here it was z. Okay, the function which is homogeneous, that was here. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, here u is non-homogeneous. Okay. This
Yes, sir.
corollary Rika starting is u is non-homogeneous, but there is a function f of u which is homogeneous. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And for that function, we are writing this. You got the difference?
Okay, sir.
Can I explain one example now? Have you copied the statement, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, same question. U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. And question is, find x square dabba 2u by dabba x2 plus y square dabba 2u by dabba y2 plus 2xy dabba 2u by dabba x dabba y. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat the question once, please?
U is equal to sine inverse x square plus y square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And find x square dabba 2u by dabba x2 plus y square dabba 2u by dabba y2 plus 2xy dabba 2u by dabba x dabba y. Okay, it is there on screen, the left hand side.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yeah. So again, there are two things you need to check, whether u is homogeneous or not. Okay, accordingly you are going to choose corollary. Okay, corollary 1 or corollary 3. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now, is u homogeneous?
No.
No, because again that power of t is inside that function sine inverse. So choice of corollary 1 is gone. Okay, because corollary 1 is applicable for homogeneous function. So choice left is corollary 3. Now, is there f of u which is homogeneous?
Yes, sine u.
Sine u which is equal to x square plus y square. It is homogeneous, right? What is its degree?
2.
Degree is 2. Okay. Therefore, by corollary 3 of Euler's theorem, x square dabba 2u by dabba x2 plus y square dabba 2u by dabba y2 plus 2xy dabba 2u by dabba x dabba y is equal to g of u into g dash u minus 1. Okay. Now, question is, what is g of u? So, what is g of u?
2 tan u.
Can you?
2 into tan u. 2 into sin u upon its derivative. So 2 sin u upon cos u, that is 2 tan u. So substitute it here. So 2 tan u into bracket 2 tan u ka derivative.
Six square u.
Sec square u minus 1. Okay, is the answer. Are the statement clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. So before I forget, let me say something about our test and uh, group activity. Okay. So, is there anyone who will provide me list of group complete? I mean, for complete class. Anyone has compiled data of it? Because then and only then I can allot that group activity.
So we can compile the data actually if one person from each division, each batch gives his data, and we can combine it, and then we can for sure make a combined data.
Okay, fine. See, what is our group activity this time? Actually, we make a poster, but this on online mode, which it is not possible to make a poster of one mathematician. Okay, so what we'll do is you can make a presentation of 6 slides. Okay, please understand and note it down. What is group activity? So it is presentation of 6 slides. Okay. Now, what is to be included in presentation? First thing is biography. Okay. Biography of that mathematician, including image, including his or her photo. Okay. First point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second, his or her research area. Okay. Second point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Third point is contribution in engineering fields. Okay. His or her contribution in engineering fields. Copied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fourth point is recent development in his area or her area. Recent development in his or her area. This point is crucial. You may not get it on Google or Wikipedia. Okay. If you get it, it's fine. If you are not getting, do proper Google search. And even after that, you didn't get, leave it. Okay. This fourth point. It is better if you get this recent development in his or her area. Okay. And fifth point is awards and rewards. Awards oblique rewards. Okay. And then one slide you can include your name and roll number and so on.
Sir, how many slides?
6 or at max 7.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can we make the group on our own only?
That is your choice. If you are not giving your groups by today, end of the day, forcefully I'll make group by tomorrow, according to my
Sir,
choice.
how many members in one group?
Maximum 5, 4 to 5, not more than 5.
Sir, 4 okay na?
4 is fine. Any doubt in this?
Sir, when we have to submit this group activity?
You can tell me.
So like now midterms are coming, so after midterm we can submit.
You give me a fixed date so that I can mark it as a deadline. After that, I can make it as a late mark. Do you want
Sir,
some
we,
time? Do you
sir,
want
we haven't got our dates for the midterm also, so we don't know.
probably 30 or 29, 30. Probably, tentatively. You can consider that.
Sir, we will be like informed 1 week earlier, na?
Sorry. I didn't get your question.
Sir, we will be informed like 1 week earlier, na, about the dates.
So in next 2 days you will get dates. I'm sure about it.
Okay, sir.
So tell me date in November. Which date is fine for you?
Sir, by November 15th, can we do?
But tell me date so that I can make it as a deadline.
Sir, November 5.
5th of
Yes, sir,
November.
November 5.
Okay, let me check what is day
Sir,
on
November 5 is Thursday.
Thursday. Thursday. Okay. 5th November is fine for everyone. Any objection on this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine, sir. No objection.
Okay, so
No issue. No issue.
okay. Kindly note that after 5th November, it will be considered as late. I am making it as a deadline. So write down my email ID, Sachin, SACHIN dot GUNJAL, Gunjal, Sachin dot GUNJAL, Gunjal at MITWPU dot edu.in.
So we have to mail this presentation to you.
Yeah.
You don't have to present it.
I'll schedule presentation later if time permits.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you repeat, sir? I just got disconnected.
Yeah. Sachin, SACHIN
Yes, sir.
dot Gunjal, GUNJAL
Written, sir.
at MITWPU dot edu.in.
Sorry, sir, but the last letter of your surname is N or L?
GUNJAL. L.
L. Okay, sir, got that.
Sir, so we have to direct. So when we are submitting a presentation from Gmail, we have to directly submit to this address.
Yes. You can submit. You can mention your name, roll number in that email. Somebody from your group, not everybody.
Okay,
If
sir.
if you are making group of 5 people, then somebody will take a lead and you can email it to me. And after 5th of November, if time permits, we'll have presentation reserved for say 2 or 3 marks. If you didn't get time, I will give marks based on your presentation.
Sir,
Yes.
what is the scheduled date of our like end term? Any idea, sir?
24th of November, I guess.
End term starting date.
Sir, so
Yeah.
after that, we'll be starting our next trimester in December, right?
Probably 30th of November or 1st of December.
So on that day, we'll be starting our new trimester. So
New
we'll be
trimester.
having all the new subjects, or there will be some subjects?
No, new subjects. You will be having new subjects, which will be informed to you. See, whatever dates I am saying, it is not there on paper. Whatever is discussed in meeting, I am just conveying it to you. So there can be 1 or 2 dates changes.
And sir, when will our offline college start? Like when we'll
No,
be
that
meeting on the
that
campus?
is no, that is not known to anybody. Okay, now last question is when you are going to email or send your groups. You can personally send me, or you can put it on group or official group.
So by today evening we will send you.
Yeah, from each batch, huh? I
Yes,
don't
sir.
want from
We'll
particular
personally
batch.
send you the message.
Today EOD.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt? Any issue regarding LADC so far?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So I hope you have put up your name and roll number in a chat box. We'll stop here. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, this homogeneous part is not there for today's exam, na?
Yes. Yes. It is not there.